Sure. So my name's Adam. I'm the co-founder of a company called Asia Advisory. We're about 5 months old. We're doing two things. We're helping Australian businesses go into Asia and attract Asian clients, and helping Asian companies to come into Australia. In the early stages of the business, we've looked at lots of different industries, and we found that the primary interest is coming from the tourism sector. The demand's already there. 4 out of Australia's top 5 source markets are all Asian countries. But we find, and it's not just us that's found this, but there's PwC reports and lots of industry white papers on showing that Australian businesses don't understand how to work with Asian customers. So there's a lot of, I guess, kind of education, but I would call it hand-holding to help these companies attract clients from Asia. And the first sort of questions I usually start with is, okay, so you want to attract customers from Asia, where from? And a lot of companies default to China as the biggest market and say, okay, we want to attract Chinese customers. So I said, okay, so do you have anyone that's from China on your team? No. Can you speak Chinese? No. Have you been to China before? No. Can you name 3 Chinese cities? No. And it's like, okay, I think we can help. So we'll go through our CRM and we'll look with partners that we have in the market where they're looking to target, and we'll help them to get established and set up for working with that country. One of the things we noticed when we started looking into the consultancy industry is just how fragmented it is. And there's lots of small operators that sort of operate on an individual level, like a one-man band, or there might be companies with 3 to 5 people, but there's no sort of consistency across the board. And you know, when I looked at other industries, take the legal industry for example, so you go to one of the big 5 and you say, you know, we want to go into Asia and we need some help. They'll give you the legal framework of how to do that. Or if you say you want to set up the local business, they'll help you with the financial framework. So they'll give you this box that you can operate in, but they don't really hold your hand to help you understand the market and get involved in it. And going into a new market can be a scary experience. It can be quite lonely and can be quite daunting, and I think there's a real lack of trust and quality in the industry. So we wanted to bring some, obviously some more quality to the industry, but also just to help develop that kind of consultancy as a project in itself. When you have a legal problem, you talk to a lawyer. When you have a financial problem, you talk to an accountant. When you have a health problem, you talk to a doctor. When you have a problem doing business in Asia, who do you talk to? And there isn't really that sort of top line recognition of a company that can help in that area. Yeah, so the long-term vision for this really came from an insight around people. My background has been in the marketing industry for about 15 years in various roles. The thing that I've found with people is that, and this is from my own experience of coming into Korea, is if you can't understand the person that's on the other side of the table from you, if you don't know their background, if you don't know their motivations, if you don't know their cultural lens that they view the world, it's very difficult to build trust and to build a relationship with that person. We learned very quickly that you needed to build trust and to build that relationship first, and then everything else becomes easy. So it's, you know, getting to know someone at an individual level, what their motivations and aspirations are, is, for me, is the key to forming any fundamental relationship, whether that be a personal relationship or whether that be a professional relationship. From a personal perspective, I think it's around communication. And as we enter into the 4th industrial revolution, I have a very pessimistic view about communication, about how people communicate with each other. And you know, technology obviously brings a lot of automation, it brings a lot of chatbot functions, AI. There's a huge amount of technology that will connect people, but I think communication as a fundamental human need is in decline, and I want to try and help improve that communication as the 4th industrial revolution comes to the fold. So there's a real need for that sort of skill set.